Hello, lovelies. I'm going a bit Christmassy on you. I know it's only November, but the Christmas adverts have started on TV, so I kind of think this is allowed. I actually created this one for, there was a jot. I don't know whether it was the submissions. I didn't actually end up submitting it, which I'm a bit gutted about because I missed the deadline. It was done by the deadline, but I didn't send it in by the deadline. But it was like a jot magazine challenge. And that was to use fringing. Now, I went about this the hard way because I don't have fringing scissors, um, and I don't have a silhouette, so I don't know what made me think that this was a good idea, but we went with it, and I do actually really like the way it turned out. So, I chose I showed you at the start, two Christmas tree outlines. They were just from Google Images. Printed them as big as I could on A4 paper, which that's like a European size, so I think it's slightly smaller, but slightly shorter, but slightly wider than 8.5 by 11. I think. Um, so yeah, printed it as big as I could because I only have an A4 printer. Traced it and then cut it out with my craft knife, which was going well until I got to like the little stars in the middle, because they were quite fiddly, and I ripped one. Look, thumbs down. I ripped one of the stars off as I was cutting it, so I had to kind of washi tape it to the back, but it's fine. So I'm now just choosing papers to use in my tree. So what I'm going to do is fringe a load of paper and back the tree that I've just cut out. I know. If you're thinking, really, Emma? Then that's what I should have been thinking, but I wasn't. So what I'm doing is I'm going through a Like Forever kit that I had, and it was, oh, now it's going to test me. I think it was called Central Park, but it had lots of Simple Stories Posh in it. Yeah, I think I've got that right. So here I'm just kind of cutting strips up and layering them sort of underneath to see how the colours looked. And then once I got it to how, I'm not going to make you watch all of my fringing because it took a while. If this was a rare occasion where a layout actually took me 2 days. Yeah. I don't think it would have taken me 2 days if I wasn't filming it, but obviously it's winter now and natural light doesn't last for that long. And I do have a daylight bulb in my lamp, but I'm not a fan of the glare that it gives. I might try like the tracing paper trick where you tape it over the lamp to take away, like to soften it a little bit, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm happy with that combination of colours, and now I'm going to start to fringe. You can see that I'm using my tiny scissors for this. It did take a little while. And then I layered the fringing up, so there's more than one layer of fringe for each colour. And after I'd cut the fringe, you can see I'm just kind of ruffling it with my fingers, just so it stands up and you can see that it is actually fringed. Is it just me, or is it the more you say fringed, the weirder it sounds? Fringed, fringed, fringed. It's such a weird word. So yes, I did really like doing this. I did make a few mistakes along the way, but that's all part of it, really, isn't it? And I thought I did pretty well considering I don't have fringing scissors. My fringing is not equal. Like the little pieces of fringe are all different widths, but that's to be expected when it's hand cut, really. So I'm just going to skip ahead. There we go, completed tree. And I'm going to put a piece of cardstock over the back just to keep it all secure. So that is just a piece of very bright orange that I don't think I'm ever going to use. So I trimmed it down a little bit so it fits nicely into the 12 by 12 at the back. And then I'm just going to cover the whole lot in tape. And hopefully it will keep my layers secure. And it also, because obviously I've cut that big shape out of my cardstock, it gives a little bit of strength to my cardstock as well. Right, I made this layout really labour intensive. I forgot I did this until I just started watching it with you guys. Not only did I decide to hand fringe, but I also decided to hand stitch all the way around the outline in white, which I really like the look of it, but my word, did it take me a long time. Yeah, labour intensive layout, this one. But yes, so I'm using a photo that I took in SeaWorld in Florida, and we went around November time, so they had all the Christmas decorations up, and they put all these trees and stuff that lit up at night time out across the lakes, and it just looked really pretty. And it just reminded me of, because I don't really do journaling on this page, but I use the lyrics to "Oh Christmas Tree," and that is the title of my layout as well. But I use the lyrics to "Oh Christmas Tree" and go all the way around the border of my page, because as I was doing this layout, that was a song that I couldn't get out of my head as I was actually making it. And it also made me think that the only place I really heard or have heard that song a lot is in America. And then the more I thought about it, the more certain songs you hear in certain places. So, "Oh Christmas Tree" is one that I don't hear a lot in the UK. Like, I mean, when you're out and about and played in shops and that kind of thing. Feliz Navidad was one that was played an awful lot in SeaWorld, which we just don't have. I don't hear it over here. I don't want to say we don't have it, because we probably do somewhere, but I don't hear it. What was another one? Silver Bells was played quite a lot in the US. That one is actually played over here, but I remember hearing it quite a lot around SeaWorld. But yeah, it just brought back a really strong memory of these particular songs being piped around the park, and me just thinking, I don't know the words to this. And the reason for that was because we don't hear it over here, or I don't hear it over here. I know the words now because it was piped. We heard it quite a lot while we were over there, but yeah, I'm not going to sing it for you. I mean, US people, correct me if I'm wrong, or are there any songs that you hear a lot over the Christmas period? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm interested to hear and to see whether they are ones that we have in common. So there you go, that's my title, "Oh Christmas Tree," and they are letter stickers from the Simple Stories Posh sticker sheet. It's a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I quite like that font actually. And I also really like using navy rather than black. I sometimes think black is quite not harsh, but a bold colour, like it's quite stark, especially on white. It really stands out. So I do quite like navy. It makes a nice change. So sticking down my layers, I didn't want to do too many layers because obviously I did all that work on the tree. I didn't want it to be in for nothing. So yeah, not too many layers. And then I'm using just accent stickers from that 12 by 12 Posh sticker sheet. And I took that heart off to put it back onto the sticker sheet and then moved the top one down, so I could have just left that one there. I don't know why I didn't. Strange. Very strange. I got to use those birds as well, which I never thought I would, but I kind of think they look like... I know they're navy and sort of a corally colour, but as this is a Christmas layout with non-traditional Christmas colours, I'm kind of looking at them as robins. That might just be me, but, you know. So yes, Christmas music. Let me know in the comments below what you like to listen to over the Christmas period. Me and my mum have certain CDs that we always like to listen to when we are decorating the tree or cooking Christmas dinner or stuff like that. So we really like the Michael Bublé Christmas album. We like a bit of Bubble. My mum really likes, and actually I do as well, Rod Stewart brought out a Christmas album that is actually, it's really good. I really like that one. They're like proper Christmas songs. What else? It's the old classics, isn't it? You know, like the Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra and all the crooners and stuff. It's the classics that I like at Christmas. It's traditional. Oh, I've got a bit of Heidi Shine going on here. Shake, shake, shake. Sorry, Adele. This is Heidi Shine in Ocean. And actually, as soon as I put it on, I kind of regretted it. But then looking back at the layout now, that it kind of looks okay. I thought the blue would tie in quite nicely. If you saw me putting all the dots on, they are puffy sequin stickers from Pink Fresh Studio Felicity collection. And I wanted to dot them on the tree like baubles. And then I thought it looked a bit odd, so I thought I needed to include them other places in the layout as well. So there's a couple by the birds, there's one by the heart. And then I introduced some gold, and those gold stickers are really, really old, or well, not really old, but they're older, and they're from My Mind's Eye on Trend 2. And this is where I'm writing, "Oh Christmas Tree, oh Christmas Tree." And I'm using a Uniball pin. A uni pin. It's definitely by Uniball. But it is a waterproof pigment pen. So I suppose it's kind of like the Micron pens, but I couldn't find them in the UK. And then I came across these in Hobbycraft and they weren't too expensive, so I thought I'd give them a try, and that is my layout. Look at that, tap, tap, tap. There it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I waffled a little bit, but starting to get into the Christmas spirit. Look, you see, I do like that stitching. So yes, favourite Christmas songs in the comments down below. I would love to hear them, especially US peeps. I want to see if we have similar songs around the Christmas time. Alright, until next time, guys. Bye!